guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm 256 Best Favor.J. Today I have my friend over and we're going to discuss about friendship. Just Q&A. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be sharing. He's going to be telling us his views about friendship. So this is my friend. Let me have him introduce himself.
So my name is Cosmas. I'm here with Best Favor 256.
So he's going to share his view about friendship. So my first question is, am I your friend?
Yes, you are my friend.
What is friendship?
Uh, every person has their own personal view about friendship. Uh, to me, a friend is someone you share with, someone you can easily communicate with, someone who you can easily go to in case you have an issue, and someone you can easily correct. To me, I feel like that is a friend.
So in short, someone whom you can confront in.
Yeah, you can say that.
Would say that. Okay. So how do you come to choose your friends? Like what things do you base on to say this one will be my friend or this one will be my friend?
On the basis of choice of who is to be your friend or who is not to be your friend. Personally, as I would look at character. Character is one of the things that lead me to choose who will be my friend or who will not be my friend. Because personally, as I am a melancholic and I like quiet people, I would say. To me, if I see your character as someone who so much of outgoing and what, of course, I first study the person on whatever they do, how they express themselves, because different characters have different traits, and you can see who can make a good friend and who can't make a good friend. So I will not give, let's say, like okay, this is specifically I choose a friend because of specifically this. No, but it depends on each person. How you choose a person is based on their character and what you want them to do.
I didn't know that was quiet. You like quiet. What are some of your expectations from your friends? What would you expect your friends to be like?
For the question of expectation from a friend, it's quite difficult to have expectations from someone because most times expectations breed disappointment. But of course, basically, the basis of, let's say, friendship, of course, you'd expect someone to share their daily experiences with you, you get. And also, in case you have maybe an issue, uh, that person will always be there to comfort you or to give you a solution. And that person will always be there to pick you up in case you're down and tell you, okay, of course, we have failed in this area, or this has not gone very well, but still we can try again. So I would call that a friend because even at your lowest point, most times, let's say, I'll give an example of a sanguine. A sanguine is a person who is always excited, eh? Who will always be there for you when you're in happy moments. So that person is quick to leave. Of course, they are quick to make friends, but of course, they will be quick to leave in case what situation changes on your side. So I would say a friend should be there to comfort you, to be there to guide you, and also not to lead you astray. Of course, there must be that point of correction that if I don't like something about you, I must confront you and tell you that, okay, you know what, best favor, I don't like this about you. You should change. Or this about you is not good. Or this about you, this direction you're going astray, you get. So I would expect a friend to do that to me, to correct me whenever I'm going astray.
I think I've corrected you.
Ask yourself.
Right.
Ask yourself.
I think so. I think so. Okay. Do you have a best friend? You have. How do you come like say this is my best friend among my friends? This is my best friend.
Of course, everyone has their own choices. in choosing who should be their best friend and who shouldn't be their best friend, because you would have people choosing their best friend basing on how much help you can give them, others on how much you're there for them, then others on who is the person I'm close to in this period of time. Because you would realize that during different stages, people keep on changing their best friends. Like, okay, when you're a child, you had this friend you're more profound with.
Yeah.
Then, as you grew up, there was this specific person. Then, as you grow,
Yeah.
you get her. So, how I choose my best friend is based on character still, because I would expect my best friend, let's say, if I tell you something, I do not expect you to go out and tell it to other people. I would expect someone who I can talk to and they will be quick to react to my situation. Let's say in case I'm facing a certain challenge or difficulty, I would like to have such a person as my best friend. Then I would also look at how should I say it? I would also look at their character. Hmm?
I feel like you have many best friends because you say best friends are going to change according to the situations. When I was a kid, I had this, and when I'm in this situation, someone who is coming in, so you keep on changing. So, do you mean that you have made multiple best friends? Because I feel like a best friend is someone who is extraordinary from other friends and who is at least at a certain level.
Okay, why I said that best friends change at different period of time? Because, for example, I would say, let me give an example. If a person is in nursery, a
Yeah.
child, they would have a friend up there more profound with,
Yeah.
and they would share a lot of things together. But due to that distance, you get separated, and maybe you may not have ways of communicating with each other. Let's say, uh, then you go to a different level, because most times what defines us as human beings is the environment we live in. So we keep on changing environments. For example, due to the education system, let's say there's nursery, primary, secondary, then you have secondary, you have the what? How should I say? There's HSC, then of course what they call high school and all that. Then you look at the university level. So within that period of time, things change. Of course, we know that there's nothing as permanent as change. So change is permanent, and it will always be constant. So let's say if I had a best friend, hmm? Okay, it's inevitable. If I had a best friend in nursery, that best friend changes because, of course, I've left the environment. We used to be close because I believe a best friend is someone who you share almost everything with,
Yeah.
someone who you're free with, someone who you can easily relate to.
Yeah.
So, if I had that person in nursery and I change, let's say I was in one school, I go to another school, I don't find that person. Of course, you as a human being, there's that nature. It's okay, nature in you that the environment, you have to adjust to your environment. So if someone comes, you relate with someone very well. Over time, you get to link to that person as your best friend. So as you go on, let's say times change, you reach another level, you don't find them again. So you have to start from scratch to find which person can I easily relate to. Easily relate to at this stage. So that's why I say best friends change with levels. Okay, no, not always, but sometimes because due to loss of connectivity, you lose connection with someone, and when you find that person, of course, the way you relate to them wasn't the way you relate to them back.
But when I feel like when you try to rebuild it, it can still come natural because at first it was natural. So I feel like it will be still easier for you guys to catch up on the lost time if you give it time. Because I feel like all in all, friendship also has to the main key to friendship. I feel like it's time. You need to share that time together for you to build your relationship.
That one,
It will depend.
yes.
Okay.
Because me, I had, I'm an example. Because I had a friend when we were children. So I used to relate with this person. But due to time changing and of course, what you like will change and what I like will change. Because, of course, we know that it's human character that
Yeah.
tastes and preferences always change. So by the time you find this person, their interests are not your interests. And a best friend is someone who you share interests with. I would say
Yeah.
you share interests with, because you wouldn't want to have a conversation with someone who has a different topic
Totally does not relate with you.
and you're like, okay, let me try to understand them. Okay, yes, they're talking about this. You would say maybe they're talking about the economy and you're not so much into the economy.
You find
Let me try
yourself
to listen. But after like 10 minutes, you're like, no, I don't think I can continue with this. So, of course, with that, it keeps on changing. So you cannot really open up to them because
yeah,
of how they have changed.
I get now.
But if you have consistency, because the main thing, even if you're building a relationship, even if you're building a friendship, people who prevail, who reach to that extent, because we have the acquaintances who you say just say hello, hello. Then you have the close friends who you can relate with.
Yeah.
Then you have best friends who you can be intimate with. You talk about this has happened, this has happened, and this has happened. Of which an acquaintance, I just say, hey, what's up? How are you? You get, I move on. A close friend you don't talk to, you get. So there are just there's also different layers of friendship that someone doesn't just come from being a stranger to being a best friend. But the reverse is true. Eh? You can come from being a best friend to being a stranger. Be like, girl, I used to know
Very
that person.
possible. But it depends on what has happened, what has prevailed. Have you ever had any issues or problems in your friendship with some of your friends so far? And then how did you solve them? How did you go about them? The small ones and then those huge problems that can even make you not sleep the whole day just because of that.
Having issues with a friend is it's something. I would say having friend conflicts with a friend is something normal, because we as human beings don't always share the same views.
Yeah.
We may connect with some on some things and other things we don't connect. So where there's disconnection, that's where we have challenges. I would say if you have a view and my view is totally different from
You
yours,
failed to understand yourselves totally.
yes, you fail to understand yourself. That's where we would see challenges coming in. So challenges are normal in friendship. It is not. It is. I don't think it is normal for someone to be there with a friend and they have never got a challenge. It's abnormal. It is abnormal. That means that
Okay.
person is not your friend.
Okay, how do you solve those problems, those issues that you get in your relation, in your friendship?
Of course, how you solve them is it. Okay, it depends on someone's character,
Yeah.
someone's personality. Of course, there are people who are very sensitive. Then there are people who you can talk to easily and you relate with, who you can just say, man, wait, you're doing these things. Why are you doing them like this?
And I feel
Yes.
like for boys it's so easy to patch up things fast than for girls because girls can maybe be sensitive at times. Okay, not all, but they can be sensitive.
Would say most ladies are very sensitive to certain type of information, most especially when you're correcting them. They are very sensitive. So, what someone is owed to do, okay, for me in my situation, what I do is you bring in the situation slowly. Of course, you do not just blast someone or you talk to someone, then you bring it within the conversation when you. But of course, the best way of solving an issue is through talking, through communication, because uh, we have seen people who were best of friends
Yeah.
and they become strangers because of something that was small,
Yeah.
and maybe someone has their own ego, another person has their own ego, and they're like, I am too proud to talk to this person about this person did to me this person does not deserve forgiveness, this person does this and that. But the main point of solving, okay, if you're to solve an issue, it's all about communication.
Yeah.
The best way to solve is communication. That I'll tell you that, okay, let's say we have fought, you come to someone, I'm sorry, I thought this about you and I was wrong. Yes, I was wrong about this. Maybe I did not first consult you before I came in storming, because most of the things that bring issues in relationships or friendships is listening to other people's opinions without consulting someone first.
The other party.
Because someone will tell you, okay, you know that so and so did this, and like, okay, this person is my best friend. Why did they first consult me?
Yeah.
You get? Why did they tell me about this? How comes I don't know this about the person? You get? And before you know it, you have an issue, or grudges have grown up
Yeah.
because you have not communicated. And yet, the best way to solve an issue in a friendship is proper communication. I'll come to you, maybe best favor. I did not like this about you, or this has happened. So how do we go about it? You get it? Maybe, of course, the issues may not be uh, between us friends. You get it? It may be from somewhere else, and maybe you're coming to help me to solve it. You get it? But how do we get to connect to that point to say, okay, let's solve this thing together. We are in this together. How can we overcome this challenge? It's all about communication. That's what I will tell you. How we solve the issues.
Wow.